Hi everybody, just doing a quick video on an article that I read in Empire magazine back in July, and it's been bothering me a lot, and it's recently resurfaced in this month's Empire magazine, and it's about Iron Man 3 and the Mandarin, and here's what it says, if I can get it to focus, which I never can. Anyway, it's about Sir Ben Kingsley playing the Mandarin. Kingsley is reputedly playing the Mandarin in Iron Man's 3 most notorious foe. In the comics, he's a Chinese warlord given superpowers by 10 alien rings, which he wears all the time. We're expecting Kingsley's Mandarin to have a makeover and be slightly less racist. Slightly less racist? What the fuck? How is the Mandarin racist? Just to give you some background on the Mandarin for you who don't know. The Mandarin has, if I remember correctly, he's got a British mother, and the other half of him is descended from Genghis Khan. He's got 10 rings, all have a different power, and he is the arch foe of Iron Man. I don't see how at all he's racist. If anything, I think Marvel Studios are being racist by not casting a Chinese actor. Instead, they're casting an Indian actor. So aren't they being racist towards India? It really does boggle the mind to me. His name is a play on words. Mandarin, of course, being a language, and him having rings. Just take away the G, just add a G to Mandarin, and you have rings. So by casting an Indian or mixed race actor, I should say, if I want to be all politically correct, by not casting a Chinese actor, you're taking away the whole play on words on the villain. It just doesn't make sense to me, and this is one of the things that I am worrying about with Disney having the rights to Star Wars now. It's going to get all fucked up, I think. And in this month's Empire magazine, it continues, if I can get it, where does it start? Get it to focus. Stark faces threats from all sides in Iron Man 3, including Guy Pearce's cocky geneticist Aldrich Killian, but the person most likely to be doing the blowing is the Mandarin, a megalomaniac arms dealer played by Sir Ben Kingsley, possibly Stark's most famous nemesis in the comic books. It's taken Marvel 3 films to bring him to the big screen because of difficulties adapting the character, a fairly dodgy Chinese stereotype. Early and very late drafts of Iron Man 1 featured the Mandarin as a villain, says Feige. That's Kevin Feige, head of Marvel Studios. The Mandarin is his most famous foe in the comics, mainly because he's been around the longest. If you look, there's not necessarily a definitive Mandarin storyline in the comics, so it was really having an idea. The idea was to reinvent the Mandarin. He is not Chinese, nor, just turn the page, nor does he have a Chinese accent in terms of the Fu Manchu stereotyping that was involved. We never had any interest in that. Instead, he speaks with a thick, treacly American accent that seems destined to rival Bane in the workplace impression stakes. And there we have what the Mandarin looks like now. I think the reason why he is his arch foe is because it's magic versus technology, and not just because he's been around for so long. And I just think this is totally wrong. I know I'm going to sound like a total geek, and I do think it is very different to the casting of Michael Clark Duncan, or Michael Duncan Clark. I always get the name mixed up, who unfortunately recently passed away earlier this year, when they cast him as the Kingpin, or Wilson Fisk, in the god-awful Daredevil film. One, because it's Daredevil, who gives a fuck, it was a crap film. But most importantly, because who else was going to play the Kingpin? The Kingpin is an absolutely massive character, literally, physically. You find a white Caucasian person who can play that part. I can't think of anybody. Lots of people think the Kingpin is just massive, but that is actual muscle. That is not just fat. So I think it's a totally different case than the Kingpin Daredevil film. They didn't just cast him because he was black, but because he could actually play that role, and he was a good actor. So I really can't see how this is a case of being racist. If you can, please explain it to me. Please leave a comment below. I mean, all they're doing is substituting one Asian race for another. So Ben Kingsley is mixed race Indian. So aren't they being aren't they just stereotyping Indians now? So please, someone explain this to me. I think it's totally wrong. By not casting a Chinese actor, you are taking away the meaning of the name Mandarin, and it just doesn't make sense, and it's typical Disney. So please leave comments below, tell me what you think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Please explain it to me. Thank you very much. Peace to all. Take care. Bye.